Salem never sleeps, and neither do the secrets, schemes, and second chances that keep Days of Our Lives fans coming back for more. And on Wednesday, May 7, 2025, the drama hits a new high. From EJ's quiet power plays to a long overdue apology, and from medical miracles to personal turning points, this episode weaves together high stakes and emotional depth. Let's break it all down, scene by scene. DiMera is stirring the pot once again, but this time, he's trading legal battles and boardroom brawls for something far more calculated: the world of medical innovation. In a confidential meeting with Dr. Jeffrey Russell, EJ doesn't just express curiosity, he makes a move that raises eyebrows across Salem. He announces his direct involvement with Versavix, an experimental treatment with life-saving potential for sepsis. But EJ isn't here for charity. He's here for control. He pledges funding for the hospital's research, a generous gesture on the surface, but anyone who knows EJ knows better. Every dollar he spends is a brick in a bigger strategy. EJ isn't just buying goodwill. He's buying access, influence, ownership of outcomes, and the question lingers: why? What does he stand to gain? Some believe this is about power consolidation, EJ weaving himself into yet another vital system in Salem. Others suspect something more personal. Could Bo Brady's condition be driving this interest? Or perhaps someone else close to EJ is running out of time, and he's quietly racing for a cure? Regardless of motive, the stakes are high. If Versavix succeeds, EJ becomes a silent kingmaker in the world of medicine. If it fails, he can spin the story, shift the blame, and still come out on top. This isn't just business. This is DiMera strategy at its most dangerous, subtle, strategic, and morally murky. And the people who should be saving lives? They may soon find themselves navigating a system where their decisions are no longer purely medical, but political. Meanwhile, inside the hospital halls, Dr. Kayla Johnson is fighting a battle of her own, one that doesn't just involve medicine, but principles. Kayla is chasing two goals, both urgent. And while neither has been stated outright, the signs are clear. One involves gaining access to Versavix, not as a researcher, but as a doctor desperate to treat someone close to her. All clues point to Bo Brady, whose health remains in fragile limbo. The other is more subtle, but just as critical, preserving the hospital's integrity as DiMera tightens his grip behind the scenes. Kayla has always been a stabilizing force in Salem's chaotic medical world. She believes in ethics, in patient care, in doing the right thing, no matter the politics. But now, she's caught in a tightening vice. On one side, she has a potential miracle drug. On the other, a man with a track record of using power to bend people to his will. She needs what EJ is offering, but she doesn't want to owe him. And she certainly doesn't want to play by his rules. It's a moral and professional crisis. If she pushes too hard, she could be locked out of the research entirely. If she plays along, she risks compromising her own values, and the hospital's independence. This isn't just about Bo. It's about the kind of doctor Kayla wants to be, and the kind of system she's willing to work within. Every choice she makes from this point on carries a double edge. And if EJ forces her to choose between doing what's ethical and doing what's effective, the fallout could shake Salem's entire medical community. After weeks of cold shoulders, painful silences, and near irreparable damage, something finally breaks through between Belle and Shawn Brady, and for the first time in a long time, it's not the sound of arguing. It's connection. In a rare moment of quiet vulnerability, the two meet, not as adversaries, but as people who once loved each other deeply. The tension between them doesn't vanish, but it softens. Just enough. There's no grand speech, no sweeping apology, just a few words, a shared glance, a subtle warmth in their tone. It's the kind of moment that could be missed, but not by longtime viewers who know exactly how much pain sits beneath it. This isn't a reunion, not yet, but it's something more powerful, a crack in the wall. Because if anyone knows how much love and damage can coexist, it's Belle and Shawn. They've endured infidelity, emotional betrayal, and the slow, quiet erosion of trust. But they've also built a life, raised a child, and shared decades of history that don't just disappear. So, is this a turning point? Maybe. Or maybe it's the calm before the next emotional storm. Because when love this complicated resurfaces, it never comes back cleanly. But one thing is certain, that flicker of connection is real. And in Salem, sometimes all it takes is a flicker to reignite the flame. Elsewhere in Salem, the mood shifts, from quiet intimacy to high tension, as Alex Kyriakis delivers something no one saw coming. He's uncovered something big, something game-changing, and the first person he chooses to share it with? Xander Kyriakis. Now, when these two Kyriakis men meet, it's never just family small talk. There's a shared history, but it's jagged, competitive, tense. They walk into every interaction like a poker game, faces straight, motives hidden, and no one willing to show their hand too early. Alex wastes no time. He doesn't tease or build up suspense. He drops the information like a live wire between them, direct, controlled, but undeniably explosive. We're not yet told exactly what he's uncovered, but the possibilities are endless and dangerous. Is it tied to Titan Industries? A scandal buried beneath company records that could destroy reputations? Or is it more personal, something connected to family lineage, a dark secret long buried, or even a hidden tie to the ongoing drama surrounding Versavix and the hospital? There's even the possibility that Alex has stumbled upon a threat, a real one, that neither he nor Xander expected. Something that forces them to put rivalry aside and deal with a much bigger enemy. Whatever the truth is, the weight of it is clear on both their faces. Xander doesn't react immediately. He listens, processes, measures his next move, because one wrong reaction could mean walking into a trap, or walking away from something critical. This moment isn't just about information. It's about trust, power, and the uneasy alliance between two men who may soon have no choice but to work together. Or turn on each other. In a town where apologies are often laced with manipulation or wrapped in half-truths, Philip Kyriakis delivers something rare, a moment of genuine humility. He finds Stephanie Johnson, not in a rush, not on the defense, but grounded. Calm, ready to take responsibility for the damage he's caused. This isn't a surface level, sorry. It's layered, honest. He acknowledges the way his past actions, both impulsive and calculated, strained their relationship and tested her trust. From business betrayals to personal failings, Philip lays it all out. He doesn't try to justify. He doesn't expect immediate forgiveness. He simply owns his part in the story. For Philip, this moment is more than clearing his conscience, it's a reset. A chance, however slim, to show that he's capable of change. That he's not just the man who made mistakes, but someone who learned from them. Stephanie listens carefully. Her guard isn't fully down, how could it be? Philip has let her down before. But she doesn't shut him out. She absorbs every word, watches his tone, and notices something different, sincerity. She doesn't forgive him on the spot, but she acknowledges what the apology represents, a willingness to be vulnerable, and perhaps, a first step towards something new. Is it the start of reconciliation? A rekindling of something left unresolved? Or is it simply closure for them both? Right now, it's too soon to say. But in Salem, even small gestures can shift everything. So where does all of this leave us? DiMera is making bold moves behind the scenes, embedding himself into Salem's healthcare system under the guise of philanthropy. But as his grip on the hospital tightens, how long before the lives of patients become pawns in his strategy? Kayla Johnson stands at a crossroads. Can she fight for Beau's treatment and defend the moral foundation of the hospital she's sworn to protect? Or will the pressure of EJ's influence force her to bend where she once stood firm? Belle and Shawn shared a flicker of connection, but was that a glimpse of healing or a last breath before emotional distance takes over again? After everything they've been through, do they still have a future, or just a shared past? Alex's revelation to Xander remains a looming question. What has he discovered, and why is he trusting Xander with it? This moment could forge a new alliance, or ignite a fresh family feud. And Philip's apology to Stephanie might be sincere, but will it be enough? Or will the shadows of his past make it impossible for her to believe in his future? All signs point to one thing. Salem is shifting. Quietly, strategically, dangerously. New alliances are forming. Old wounds are being reopened. And beneath every heartfelt moment is a secret waiting to rise. The stakes have never been higher. The choices never more complicated. And the consequences? They're coming fast. Don't miss a single moment of Days of Our Lives as power collides with passion, and the truth threatens to break through every carefully constructed lie. Subscribe, follow, stay tuned, because in Salem, what you don't see coming is exactly what changes everything.